I watched recently two. I watched two documentaries recently on Netflix. One blew my mind. Tinder Swindler. This guy. I think he deserves a black belt, guys. I think we could all agree. This man. He basically used Tinder to create a Ponzi scheme to lure women to send him money. He did it so successfully that the guy has a private jet. He used that private jet to do more Tinder pickups, to get more women, to give him more money. Now, it's amazing because I was driving to the gym, and when I drive to the gym, I talk to my sons about everything, and we were talking about Tinder Swindler. And I was telling my sons, look at that girl. Let this be a cautionary tale. I said, look at this girl. She meets a guy. He has a jet. She thinks he's rich. She doesn't have to work a day in her life now. She's going to have $1 million home. She's going to have whatever it may be she desires. In a short time span, in 1, 2, 3 dates, she's telling the guy, I love you. She sleeps with him on the first night. And because we're talking about, of course, how bad it is, what the guy did. He scammed people. It's so bad. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm not praising Tinder Swindler here. I was jokingly saying he deserves a black belt. Very jokingly. Of course, if I were to get my hands on Tinder Swindler, let's just say, let's leave it at that. He's not a very nice guy. But look at the other flip side of the coin. This girl falls in love with a guy. But really, she's in love with his jet. Really, she's in love with his money. Really, she's in love with the lifestyle. She doesn't know this guy. She's never seen this guy. Like, she has no idea who this guy is. She's just literally just met him on Tinder. Let's go have a coffee together. He tells her, hey, you want to fly back with me? I'm flying right now. Oh, yeah. She goes, she packs her things. She flies out with him. When they land, she's in bed. She's already in bed. The guy bet her right away. It didn't take 5 minutes. Oh, and the guy tells her, I love you. Oh, I love you back. Sure, you love this guy back. You love the millions of dollars. You love the mansion. You love the idea of never having to work again. She's trying to Tinder swindle him. She's trying to get her money on that bankroll. It's got to be, right? She doesn't know this guy. I was telling my sons, like, I think personally she was foolish. Before you jump into bed with somebody, you get to know who they are. Who's his family? Who's his brother? Who's his uncle? Who are these people? What family they come from? Are they criminals? All she did was Google him, and she found that he's guys, I fell asleep by the end. Okay, I didn't even I re-woke up a little bit because I was watching it on the couch late at night with my wife, and I did miss a little chunk. I don't understand. Like, the guy probably faked it online. He probably faked the name on Tinder. He probably took the name of a young, because in the show they're saying the girl was under the impression after Googling him that he's the Prince of Diamonds because his father's the King of Diamonds. He owns his diamond company or whatnot. So the guy probably just took the diamond guy's name, made a fake profile, and he's walking around saying, hey, I'm the heir to this huge diamond company. Lo and behold, the girl's like totally heads over heels with the guy, over the guy, of course, because he's hella rich. But, I was telling my sons, she's so shallow. She's so naive. It's probably because she doesn't have a father or somebody, a guardian, to teach her about life. Yeah, there are criminals out there. And before you do these kind of things, before you commit yourself to somebody, before you lend somebody money, you got to know who they are. What kind of person are these people? What kind of family are they? How does their mind work? What do they believe in? Like, what are their values? No. She doesn't do any of that. No due diligence, none at all. No. Sleep with the guy. Maybe you get pregnant and, oh, now I'm retired. That's what I did for a living. What'd you do for a living? I got pregnant by some guy who owns a lot of diamonds. Oh, really? So you're retired? Yeah, that's my claim to fame. That's it. That's what I did in this world. I came in. I found the first rich guy. I married him. I told him I love you. I tried to romance him. She was trying to scam him as much as he was trying to scam her. I hate to say it. And I know a lot of you guys out there are going to be like, Coach, that's harsh. Coach, you're wrong. I think the Tinder Swindler guy is completely wrong for doing what he did. Of course, he's completely wrong. He deserves what he's going to get. I'm sure he's going to get it eventually. But she's equally as naive. Maybe not as malicious, maybe not as evil. I shouldn't say naive, I should say she's... Okay, I shouldn't say equally. Let me take that back. She's also heavily at fault. She's also greedy. And don't overlook that fact because, men, we tend to overlook women's faults. It's sad. It's really, really sad. Like I was watching, listen to this. I was watching, what's that guy's name? The guy who was with underage women. What's his name again? Say his name. Kelly something. What's his name again? R. Kelly. You guys have all seen it. It's about this guy who's sleeping with underage women. Now, in the documentary, he's talking about how he's having a threesome. This girl had a threesome with R. Kelly and this underage girl. And the woman in the video, she's talking, she's being interviewed. She's saying, yeah, he told me she was of age. I didn't know. And I slept with her. The woman is admitting to having sexual relations with this underage girl. And I turned to my wife. I'm like, whoa, how come she's not behind bars? How come she's not being prosecuted? And my wife starts arguing, and everybody, millions of people watch the documentary. Nobody's out there saying, hey, that girl needs to be prosecuted. You know why? Because men and women tend to overlook female transgressions. It's sad. Imagine, you guys are all woke out there. You guys are the woke generation. Imagine R. Kelly had a friend, a male friend, and he said, hey, let's have a threesome with this girl. And he tells his friend that girl's of age. She's 21. Let's even be generous. Let's say he told his friend she's 23. And the friend sleeps with her thinking she's 23, but she's not 23. What happens to that guy? Let me tell you something. That guy, in my opinion, gets killed. He gets, well, not physically killed, but he gets destroyed in social media. He gets destroyed in the court of public opinion. Not only that, he'll probably go to jail. You should have checked. How could you be so naive? Like, did you really? We don't really believe you. That you must have known the whole time. A man would have got destroyed admitting that. Yeah, we have this woman who slept with an underage girl, and nobody cares. Nobody, even in the entire documentary, nobody even raises an eyebrow. Nobody even says, "Hey." Nobody, not to my knowledge, nobody critiques her publicly. I was critiquing her during the film. I was like, oh, it's really weird, she should also be being prosecuted. And even my wife was defending her. Well, she didn't know. What do you mean you don't know? You find out. You ask. You say, show me your ID. You're not just gonna take R. Kelly's word for it. It's not somebody you know well. It's not somebody you know well. It's some crazy superstar who thinks he owns everything. You use better judgment. Oh no, she's a woman, so we're just gonna forgive her. We're gonna overlook this. That's really what it is. Now, fast forward to Tinder Swindler. Everybody's feeling sorry for this girl, and I feel sorry for her too. She got crushed by this guy. However, she's also incredibly superficial, and she got burned. Now, I watched another documentary, and this one really boiled my blood. It's called The Most Hated Man on the Internet. And I know all of you have watched it. If you didn't watch it, change the channel because I'm about to spoil it. And I was talking to my students about it. After training, we're talking, and I was telling St. Pierre, you got to watch this. I tweeted him, I was like, you have to watch this thing. You have to. Because I'm always telling, me and St. Pierre, we're old school. I'm always telling him, I don't belong in this world anymore. I don't belong. Take me away, man. You tell me you know aliens. Bring these aliens. Get me off this planet, man. I don't belong here no more. This guy, and we're talking about it. We're talking about the most hated man on the internet, and one of my students is like, "What country? What country? What country? There's only one country this can happen in. Maybe two, maybe a handful. I mean, if this guy did that in Middle East, he'd be dead. He did it in Asia, he'd be dead. If he did it in Russia, he'd be dead. If he did it in India, he'd be dead. There's so many. If he did it in Africa, he'd be dead. There's only one place this guy can do this. Maybe not in Canada. No, it won't work in Canada. Because he was putting up nudes of people without their permission. I don't think it would fly in Canada, to be honest with you. But in America, he's protected by the law. It's insane. Even the FBI can't get him. Even the FBI couldn't get him to stop. They had to catch him on hacking. They had to catch him on another crime. To them, taking somebody's pictures. If you send me pictures and I upload them to his site, they say, oh, it's a third party that did it. He's not liable. He's not liable. Yet, if you upload a picture to his website of a minor, now he's liable. All of a sudden, the owner of the site is liable. He has to take it down. So there is a element of responsibility. They just drew the line where it doesn't protect adults. So the government, I should say, of his state at least, I think it was Californian. They said, look, we're going to protect minors, but adults, you're fair game. If you don't want your pictures on this website of your own, and you didn't give this person consent to post this picture of you, we're not going to say anything. We're not going to do anything. It's of you having sex, of you naked. Oh, yeah, this guy he's carte blanche. Yeah, he could do this. Yeah, we protect. If he puts a child, though, we'll put him in jail. We'll shut down his site and put him in jail. But if it's just you, your wife, your kid who's of age, or your mother or your sister, no, we don't care. No. The state of California is like, no, that's none of our business. It's not his fault. Somebody uploaded it. Some mysterious guy on the internet. We can't track him. No. We're not gonna punish the owner of the site. That's insane, guys. That's insane. I have to tell you guys, I know there's cultures and we're all different and all that. That to me is insane. The state should have intervened. It should have been, I don't know how it's not illegal. It should be totally illegal. They don't have a decency act. They don't have some kind of like, is this good for society? Let me guys tell you something. The guy's name is Hunter Moore. I promise you guys, if I'm ever in the vicinity where the person is in my, I can't say because I'm going to get in trouble. I don't know how to say it in a way. It's dog whistling here. But I don't understand how people, I don't understand how this guy was walking around. Now, I understand it's not your kid, it's not your wife, it's not your kid. But yeah, but just out of making the world a better place. Because this guy was, for those of you who didn't see it, people were killing themselves, literally, committing suicide. And this guy his reply, and he admits to his reply. He admits to it. His reply is, LOL. And he goes on a talk show, and he's like, hey, it's not me. It's not my problem. It's the other people uploading it. He's playing dumb. Yet this guy is still walking. And he only got 2 years in jail, which is really, really sad. He's still walking around. To me, it's insane. It's totally insane. It wouldn't fly 90% of the world. 90% of the world, you'd be sleeping with the fishes kind of thing. But guys, what can I say? What can I say, man? There's only one place in the world I think that's really this could fly at this level.